Hello friends, welcome back. Today we'll be moving forward with our quality assurance tests with Chai. We want to test if a value is a specific data structure type. Okay, so we already have our REPL project up here. If you need help setting this up, go to the first video in this playlist or the series. We want to use type of asserts the value's type is a given string as determined by the object prototype to string. Okay, so we head back over to REPL.it. If I were to stop the server, I could scroll down and just say node. If I type node into the terminal, it's going to bring up this, and this is what's called a REPL, right? And so if we have an object, what we can do is we can say type of, and this will say object, right? But if we go type of, and we have a string, it'll give us a string, and yeah, type of, and then like say the number 2, that'll give us a number. So that's what we're working with on here, I'm assuming. So on our last one, we found the project. Let's see, if I were to run this, it would stop our REPL and then it would run the tests. Right now what we're going to do is fail the tests because we've got the type of. In the past one, we had my car and airline plane. My car is, the variable is set here and it's a new instantiation of the car variable. So that means that my car is going to have a model of a sedan, engines of 1 and wheels of 4. Same thing with the airplane, is a variable set to the plane, and then it's got a model, engines, which are 2, wheels, and wings. And so we'll notice now if we were to scroll up and look at our most recent failing tests, we see that it's on line 195, JS 195 on test 1_unit test, which is here. And we can come down to 195, which is right here. And it's not surprising this is failing because assert.fail is very good at failing. Okay, so my car is an object. I'm going to go with yes on this one. But before I do that, I'm going to stop the server and I'm going to say node. So I'm going to put node into this, which starts the REPL. And so my car is an instantiation of a new car. So in order to just test this, I could take car and I could put it into here, and this will save it. So car becomes a variable in the REPL environment, and then I can say mycar.new, and that is going to make it so we have my car, which is an I think this is an object. Instance variable is what it's called. But so how do we find out? We can say type of, right? And then my car. Cool, it is an object. So type of my car object, not type of, where is? I'm going to say type of, right? Type of. So assert the type of, we want to make sure that my car is equal to that. My car.model is a string. Well, if we look over here, my car model, that looks like a string to me, so I'm going to say type of because it matches string. Airline plane.wings string. Now I'm going to say no on this because if we look up here, oh wait, wings is it just has an integer here too. So I'm going to say that that is not type of. Cool. And then airline plane.engines is an array. Well, if we look up to here, we're going to see that this is going to be the engines. And so if we go type of and we put the engines in here, it gives us an object. So that's tricky because arrays are objects. So that's, yeah, this one's a tricky one. It's not type of. Now I'm thinking that that is going to be the right answer, but I want to get one wrong just to show you guys what happens when you get one wrong. So I'm guessing that this one's going to fail at the end. So mycar.wheels is equal to a number. If we look at my car, we can see that the wheels is going to be a number. I mean, yeah, is type of 4. Yeah, that's a number. So down here, I'm going to guess this is going to be type of. Now, I'm assuming that line 198 is going to fail on this one, but let's run the tests just to show. I want to be able to show you guys what's happening when you do fail tests. I don't want to just get them right all the time. I might have just gotten it right incorrectly. Okay, cool. So it shows us that 1, type of is failing. Okay, and so what we want to do when we have a failing test is we want to come down to the second list and find unit tests on line 196 is failing. So we come down here, 19196. Okay, cool. So it's actually not the error I thought it was going to be. So I have type of with a capital F there. So I need to make that lowercase. And then, well, I guess, yeah, we'll just run it again just to show you. So this showed me an error that I didn't even think was going to happen. So that's an even better example than me purposely making a mistake. And so now I'm rerunning the tests. And oh, man. Can we rerun them? Stop. Run. Okay, and it looks like type of passed. Oh, which interesting. Type of. See, I thought the engines. Airline plane dot engines. Airline plane dot engines. That is an array. So maybe that actually passes. That's interesting. Okay, well, instances of. Okay, so I guess it could be an array. Geez, that's wild. Let's bear this out in Node. So if I copy this, I want to stop our server, open up our REPL, create the plane constructor, and then we're going to set airline plane equal to a new plane. And so now if we go airline plane, we can see that we have this guy. So airline plane dot, is it engines? Airline plane. Oh, that's the first one. Oh, this one here. Airline plane dot engines. Okay, so it gives us that one. And if we go type of, well, it gives us an object. But at the same time, it's saying that it can work as an array. So interesting. That must be like a weird little thing about Chai. Maybe it allows you to make specific elements of that. I'm kind of surprised that passed, but it did pass. So let's take this URL and move it back over to our free code camp, and then say you've completed the challenge. Oh, okay. So what happens here is I ran this and I said, we've completed the challenge, and it's like, no, it's not even working. Why is that? Because if you go to this URL right now, you'll see that it just says nothing's there. So why? What's going on? Well, we have not run our server. So we need to actually have the server running. We go npm start, and then we run the tests, and it shows that they're all working. So now if we come back to an empty tab, and we were to run this, we'd see that this thing ran again, which is good. And so then our tests, now we don't have to change this because it's still the same place, but now that our server is running, we're able to pass the test. Awesome. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. We'll see you in the next lesson.